Going to put up a few videos this morning. I've got an appointment with my cardiologist. I think everything's going to be fine. This clip was put up by MSNBC, placed for 5 minutes and 48 seconds. Titled, Trump Panics as Public Gets Wise to Project 2025, Authoritarian How-To Manual. Donald Trump is desperate to convince American voters that he is not associated with the detailed plan to overhaul the government and culture of the United States, Project 2025. But he may already be too late. Angelo Caruso, president and chairman of Media Matters, talks with Alex Wagner about the chilling details of Trump's second-term roadmap. Now, how many times have you heard me say distract, divert, to deceive? Don't you think that reported shooting is rather timely? To again distract, divert, to deceive? Take people's focus and attention off of Project 2025, which reportedly got millions of hits on the search engines. Let's listen to this 5 minute and 48 second clip.
Google searches for Project 2025 have skyrocketed this month. But if you haven't searched for it yet, Project 2025 is the blueprint for a potential second Trump term. It is a 900-page document put together by conservative think tank The Heritage Foundation, with input from over 100 former Trump administration officials. And all this newfound attention has caused Donald Trump to try and distance himself from the project by saying on Truth Social that he knows nothing about it and has nothing to do with it. The problem with that is the president of the Heritage Foundation said this week that the overlap between Project 2025 and Trump's own campaign platform is, quote, tremendous. Joining me now, Angelo Caruso, the president and chairman of Media Matters. Angelo, thank you for joining me on a topic that even President Biden has been talking about tonight. We're going to get to that in a second. But as far as what Project 2025 is, it's a long one. It's a long read. And in it, there are some deeply distressing proposals, including, but not limited to, abolishing the Department of Education, replacing nonpartisan civil servants with political appointees, moving the Department of Justice under presidential control, targeting abortion medication, expanding deportation powers, and expanding presidential powers. What do you find most disturbing about the project?
The thing that disturbs me the most about Project 2025, the document you referred to, which is their 900-page blueprint, is that it's not a set of aspirational ideas that they're sort of rallying around. It's actually it's the granularity. It's an extremely detailed plan, a step-by-step guide for how you can implement an authoritarian regime, but initially just pure revenge. And the theory behind it is that you go in there, you follow those steps one by one, and the consequence of that is that you basically shock everybody. You engage in, as you noted, firing thousands of federal employees and replacing them with the database they already have of people that can go into various parts of the federal government and enact these policies immediately. You arrest a bunch of individuals, people that are distributing abortion medication, publishers of books that they consider to be too favorable to trans education, teachers and librarians. You just do mass arrests of individuals for distributing pornography. And the idea behind that is to make it very clear that things have changed, to change our culture immediately. And then you just continue to follow the steps. So that's what scares me the most, is not the individual things, although they're scary. It's the granularity. It's detailed. And that's, to me, the difference maker here.
Right. It's not a lofty plan, pie in the sky. These are our long-term goals. This is a how-to manual. And the possibility of enacting the sort of the steps of that manual is laying at the doorstep in November. I wonder what you make of the messaging around it, both on the left and the right. This is President Biden talking about Project 2025 tonight. Let's take a listen.
Folks, Project 2025 is the biggest attack on our system of government and our personal freedom that has ever been proposed in the history of this country.
So, I mean, I think it's a good thing that the front runner on the Democratic ticket is talking about this. Do you think Trump gets away with saying, I have nothing to do with this? Are people not paying attention enough yet that Trump can get a pass on this?
I don't think he's going to get a pass on this. Now, I mean, I think it's really important and significant in the fact that he is doing what he's doing, that he's trying to sort of separate himself from policies that he's embraced pretty clearly, and that his former administration officials have been authoring, is that they know how deeply unpopular and terrifying what's in this document is. That's the thing. The more you learn about Project 2025, the more you don't want anything to do with it. Because, like I said, it isn't just ideas. It's actually an action plan. It will change people's lives. I mean, even things like getting rid of the 30-year mortgage. I mean, even if you don't, regardless of your politics, that's not the guy. I don't want that. I mean, it is really specific. So the more people learn about it, the more they don't like it. So he knows he has to disassociate himself. The problem is he can't go too far. I mean, we know what happens when Trump wants to incinerate something, right? He files lawsuits. I mean, they're out there raising money and operating in his name, and he hasn't sent any legal threats or incinerated them in a big way. He just said, I don't know anything about it. And yet just yesterday, Kevin Roberts, the same guy that started this catalyst by saying that, it'll be a bloodless revolution as long as liberals go along with Project 2025 policies, which sort of started this big wave of people paying attention to it for the first time. Just yesterday, he was bragging about the fact that the Trump campaign staff and Project 2025 staff have been working arm in arm for years, and that he anticipates a meeting very soon to figure out how they navigate what he described as the political tactical maneuvers that Trump is being forced to do in order to win elections. And that's the key here. Trump is doing it because Republicans understand that in order to put anything in place, you first need power, and you get power by winning elections. So will he get away with it amongst his people? Probably, because they're engaged in the wink and a nod. But I don't think he'll get away with it with the rest.
Well, it's up to the media and the public to start Googling and start talking. Angelo Carusone with Media Matters, providing an indispensable service to our democracy. Thanks for your time, Angelo.
Hey there.
You know what they say, timing is everything. And again, with all the heat and all the people searching on Project 2025, what better way than to distract, divert, deceive the American people? You can't make this stuff up, folks. I'll attach the link. You look at it. You let me know what you think. You sure as hell know what I think, don't you?